parents, Teresa and Dale, and all the relatives and friends of both families, and to thank you all for coming, especially you for those of you who have traveled great distances. Today we are surrounded by most friends and family who have been important to us during our lives. And by your presence today, you show your friendship and love and bring even greater joy to this wonderful day. I'm also pleased to formally welcome Kern into the family. During the time Cindy and I have known Kern, we have come to realize just how special he is to Katie. Anyone can see that they're made for each other. I'm sure you'll all agree that they make a beautiful couple. Marriages like births mark a new beginning. The day I drove home from the hospital after Katie was born was a new beginning for me. To be the father of a daughter seemed a bit overwhelming, but anticipation for her life and for our relationship helped me overcome my fears and worked very hard to be the father worthy of such a great daughter. Today we stand at another new beginning, as Katie and Kern start a brand new family. Like me, they are probably filled with a feeling of being a little overwhelmed at all of this, but those feelings will melt away in a large part as they anticipate their new life together, as they build a relationship that will stand the test of time. Handing Katie over to Kern reminds me of that well-known theory about marriage. If you love something, set it free. If it comes back, it was and will always be yours. If it never returns, it was never yours to begin with. Be true to each other always. Share your joys and your burdens. Love much and laugh much. Be each other's best friend. Always speak well of one another, even in private. And when things don't go well, forgive as often as is required. Married life is an adventure, and you will embark today on that adventure together. Even though you are individuals, your covenant today makes the couple more important than either of you separately. One day, if you are as fortunate as I am, you will stand in awe at a new life entering your family. That will bring another beginning filled with apprehension and anticipation. Bring to that relationship the same level of love and commitment you do to your marriage, and you will find joy beyond compare. So today, your friends and family surround you as you begin something new and marvelous. Remember your promises, keep them with all your heart, and you will have that sense of joy and wonder that exceeds all that you have known. With all my heart, I offer you my congratulations and best wishes as you begin the latest adventure life has to offer. Please join me in raising your glasses and a toast to a very happy, loving couple. Thank you.
And I want to thank all our friends and family that have come and to help celebrate your guys' wedding. And just a little bit about Kern. As a young boy, Kern spent a lot of time watching a lot of equipment, people working, trying to figure things out, how things work. As a house that we had an area in our backyard where he could dig and do things and learn how to do different things. And several of his friends couldn't come over and play with him all the time because they got too dirty when they would come over our house. But Kern, he just spent a lot of time. He practiced things, learned skills, and whether it was he spent a lot of time learning how to stand on his head. He perfected that. He learned how to throw pitches and passes and all kinds of good stuff. And he just was very determined and really tried to learn skills. And I was always impressed with that. And over the years, Kern's been really involved with team sports and friendships, and he's really involved with that. And a lot of the people here tonight are related to the sports that teams that he was on and all that kind of stuff and the friendships he's made. And over the years, he was on baseball teams and football teams and basketball teams, and they just did well at intramural at the University of Montana. They did really well and just did a good job. And I was just really pleased the way he did that and stuck to it. And another thing he did, I guess, academically, he was always good. He put his mind to it. He wanted to be a certified public accountant and worked hard and followed in his grandfather's footsteps at Ernst & Young. And I think he would have been really proud. And then he did focus on academic, sports, and friendship. That was kind of his primary, lot in life. He did a lot of that. And he also, I was impressed the way he had compassion and understanding for a lot of his friends, had different issues over the years. He just had a really good temperament for that, and I was always impressed with that. And the balance of skills and determination and just empathy with people is just really that I think as a young man you've done a really good job. And then as he became older and got into the real workforce and kind of got sucked into Ernst & Young, and those that are involved in that, he seemed to have less time to do some of these other things, and just spent a lot of time working, and that's a good thing, but just a lot of time working. And so we're really fortunate that you and Katie came together, and I think that gave you some opportunities to do things together and do some other things besides working, and I'm just really pleased that you guys found each other. And Katie, I guess we've come to love you and your enthusiasm and energy and just outstanding help with my life. I'm just really pleased that you're a good match with Kern, and you welcome to the family. And as far as advice, I guess I found that in relationships there are good days and great days, and sometimes you're in the trenches days. And you really need to work on a marriage. You really can't take it for granted. It does take a lot of work, and you need to find and share common interest and do things together and just be a partnership. And another thing I always remember my Aunt Leon always just said, just never go to bed angry. Just really whatever it takes, just work it out. Never go to bed angry. And then I guess one last word of advice is this: that strive to make your relationship that both of you can accomplish the goals that you have, and be the best people that you both can be. It's a teamwork, partnership kind of thing. So I guess I would ask that all of you help support Kern and Katie here on their new journey, and raise a toast to their new life together.
Invited me to be a part of this special day, and to give me the opportunity to come up here and talk about you a little bit. I was thinking, I want to warn everyone first that, typically when somebody hands me a Moscow Mule and a microphone, I tend not to put either one of them down, so we'll kind of see what happens when I'm holding both at the same time. But I will try to keep this short and sweet and keep the party moving along. When we were driving over, I was thinking about the number of different ways I could go with this speech. Knowing Kern as long as I have, there were literally hundreds of different avenues, and luckily this morning while I was in the shower, I settled on a direction, and I figured I'll just start right into ex-girlfriends, and then if we have a little bit of time at the end, I'll hit on some religion and politics. But we'll see. Kidding, of course. I just wanted to see the look on Katie's face, and as always, you can't faze this girl. I'm not sure if it's a Midwest thing or just her nice smile, but Katie has such an easygoing personality and such a sincerity about her that you can spend a small amount of time with her and you feel like you've known her for years. And you've done a fantastic job of putting together this amazing weekend. It's been a great 3 days out here, and I just want to wish you congratulations, and I can't thank you enough for how happy you make my buddy Kern here. So thanks a lot, Katie. Okay, can we get Katie a big round of applause?
Okay, can I get a little for how amazing Katie is today? For everyone that doesn't know me, I am Amy. I met Katie at Marquette our sophomore year, and we instantly became best friends. She is an amazing, amazing woman. I could absolutely go on and on about how wonderful she is. She just lights up every room that she walks into, and she's someone I respect immensely for how much she's accomplished. The quality that I admire most about Katie, though, is her dedication. She's the most dedicated friend that I've ever had, no matter how far apart we are, and right now we're pretty far apart. She's there for me in good times and bad. She was always dedicated to her studying in college. She was always taking me to the library. She was also dedicated to our Thursday nights at Tangerine, which was kind of like an upscale club in Milwaukee. We spent many nights there. It was awesome. But Katie, the great girl she is, was also dedicated to our 8 a.m. Friday class. I don't think I missed a Thursday night or a Friday morning that entire semester. She's dedicated to her career. She moved halfway across the country for her dream job, and she's accomplished so much. I think we can all agree on the amazing and dedicated friend, sister, daughter, and now wife that Katie has and always will be. About 3.5 years ago, Katie called me and said, you know, I think I'm ready to move back home. I've been in Seattle for a while, and it's time. So I was ecstatic. This girl is moving home. I'm ready. I can't wait. And I'm sure all of us back in the Midwest were feeling the same thing. So we were planning, you know, she's getting her resume ready. She's connecting with old friends and mentors and teachers. You know, it's great. Kern? So she called me one night, and we were talking about it all, and she said, I went to this softball game like last night, and I met this really nice guy. I think there was a spark. But I had still convinced Katie, let's still move back home. Let's get there. Like, she can bring this little souvenir home with her. She'll love the Midwest. It'll be great. You know, we'll all have a great, big, happy family. So that's what we decided to do. She was gonna see where it went. She was gonna go on a few dates, and you know, it's awesome. As time went on, though, I realized it wasn't happening. But that's okay, because she's never been happier. I couldn't say much more. She just has that glow about her as she does today. She loves him like no other. And Kern's a pretty great guy, I've learned. He's supportive of Katie. He loves her unconditionally and always makes her laugh. He's absolutely perfect. And I'm so happy they found each other. Kern, I will never, ever stop asking you, when will you move back home?
Amy, you're not my favorite anymore.
But I know Katie has such a great support system out here, a wonderful and generous family, and I'm so thankful for it, and I know her parents are too. You're just awesome. The friends, family, everything. If I had to choose anywhere else, I'd choose for it to be here. But I'm never going to stop asking you. On that note, I do want to toast to Katie and Kern. But our college friends have a little bit of a tradition to toast to everyone. So I'd like our college friends to kind of stand up. All right, guys. There are big fish. There are small fish. There are fish that sail the sea. But the best ships are the friendships. So here's to you and me. It's supposed to be, there are big ships, there are small ships.